Hey guys, I'm Phil Town from Rule One Investing, and I want to talk to you today about a few things that nobody wants to tell you about investing. Warren Buffett was once quoted saying, "There seems to be some perverse human characteristic that likes to make easy things difficult." Okay? Now, for some reason, investing and learning how to invest has been kind of twisted in this big, complicated activity. And now it seems like, only experts can really invest successfully. At least that's what they'd like you to believe, okay? So let's talk about a few things that nobody out there in the financial services industry wants you to know about investing. The first and most important thing that no one wants you to know about investing is that you can do it yourself. Not only that, but you can do it better than any of the financial advisors with almost no, there's a few exceptions of phenomenal financial advisors, but trust me, if you got 10 million, they'll work with you. If you got 100,000, forget about it. And it's just not as hard as you think it is. That's the cool thing. I've got thousands of students who invest and they make incredible returns, far above what the experts are doing. Now, some have retired early, some are already millionaires. There's no reason you can't join them, you guys. There's a series of simple steps that you can do, but you have to start by understanding you can do it. And the whole industry is out there to tell you that you can't. It actually benefits financial advisors and these financial companies to kind of keep you confused and to make investing seem hard, because that keeps them in business. And by the way, that's what they learned in school. It's not really their fault. If the schools are teaching them that it's hard, that it's almost impossible to anybody to beat the market, that's what they're going to tell you. They're just parroting what the paradigm is. Now, the second thing that nobody's going to tell you is that you don't have to over-diversify to be successful in the stock market. They all want you to own hundreds, if not thousands of stocks through indexes, through mutual funds. Financial advisors are going to tell you all day long that you need to super diversify into all these different kinds of funds that consist of businesses you don't know anything about. You don't understand those businesses, and they're doing that to, quote, protect you, okay? Well, maybe not. Instead, maybe you should focus on investing in businesses that you've got experience with. It makes a lot more sense, and it's a lot more fun when you read through quarterly reports and financial documents that these are businesses you really like, that you enjoy their products, you want to see them in the world. That makes investing really cool, all right? So the third thing nobody's going to tell you is that you should invest when the stock market's going down, right? They want you to hold, work your way through it. What I want you to do is I want you to get out and get into cash when the businesses that you own become stupidly high priced, when everything is greedy, like it is right now, right? When the market's just frothy, that's when you get the cash and you come back in when the market's coming down. Now, this is what we call stockpiling, and it's basically knowing the value of the business, buying it 50% below that value, and then as it continues to go down, buying more and more. We call it dollar cost averaging with a brain. Now, this is why a market drop is phenomenal for a great individual investor. We depend on market drops. Your neighbors are going to be freaked out the next time the market drops because they feel like they're losing money. But you, if you follow what you're going to learn from Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, from me, from the great investors in the world, you are going to love it when the market goes down, because that's when you make a fortune. The market goes down, we're buyers. The market goes back up, we're sellers. Now, the market also is very unhappy about telling you to invest when there's a lot of fear, but that's exactly what you should do. They're telling you to hunker down. We're telling you, get in there and crank it up. There's a really good book that you ought to read by Nicholas Taleb called Anti-Fragile. And it basically says, as a person in your life, you want to prosper when things suddenly change in a bad kind of way. You want to set your life up so it'll do that. We want to set our investing up so that it's anti-fragile, so that when things get crazy out there, when everybody's scared to death and, as they say, blood in the streets, that's when we're excited and we want to invest, all right? Where we want to be really careful is times like right now when the market is frothy, it just keeps going up for no good reason, just because there's nothing else to do. People are buying in for all kinds of crazy reasons. This is when we want to be sellers and then wait patiently for the opportunity to become buyers. They don't want you to know that, okay? Fourth, you guys, the investing terms, the jargon that you hear from financial advisors, they're really just to confuse you and keep you in the dark. Everything you really need to know is available for free online. All the numbers you need, the 10Ks these companies file, these are the annual report they file with the SEC, tell you everything you need to know about that company. By the way, we have a wonderful financial terms glossary in case you want to decipher some of that jargon right there for free on the website at rule1investing.com. Kind of help you decode these top investing terms. Okay, the fifth thing that they don't want you to know is that getting rich is as much about not investing all the time as it is about investing. They absolutely don't want you to know this, all right? True investing requires that you do nothing with your money for great chunks of time, for many years actually. You just save, you're being very patient, and you're waiting for an opportunity to buy that company when it's dramatically on sale. It is the waiting that will make you rich. And they don't want you to know that because they're not getting paid while you're waiting, all right? They want to get paid. For them to get paid, you got to give them your money. So sit on your capital until the next time the market crashes and then start buying then when those companies are on sale. Now here's one more thing I actually agree with everybody in the financial industry on, because they all want you to get started right now, right? Started investing, is this. The sooner you can get started on this, the sooner you're going to accumulate wealth. Compounding interest over time is one of the great mysteries of the world. Einstein said it's one of the most difficult things to understand. And if you think about it, when you start investing, you start with a little bit of capital. I started with $1,000, but over time it grows. And as it grows, it starts to accelerate because you're making money on your money. So I want to see you guys get started with investments as early as you can, so you have longer to build and wait and let compounding interest do this, eighth wonder of the world, which is just making you wealthy while you're sitting there in your underwear. I mean, it's pretty darn cool what compounding can do. So let me ask you a question. Are really any of these things a huge surprise to you? I mean, they might be for some people, but for most of us, we kind of have a gut feel that the financial industry is kind of playing us, right? We kind of have a gut feel. We know that they tell us things like, diversify and you'll lower your risk. And then the market goes down 50%. And so does our money, it just goes down 50% with the market. So just know that we're here to walk you through this financial journey. It's a journey that I've made. It's a journey my teacher made. It's a journey Warren Buffett made. It's a journey Charlie Munger made. It's a journey Ben Graham made. We've been walking down this path now for decades as people who are following what we call Rule 1 style investing. It's been successful for over 85 years. Through depressions, through world wars, through massive deflation, through massive inflation, this style of investing has produced more wealth than any other style of investing in the world. So we'd love to hear from you about your thoughts on this. What confuses you the most about what I'm talking about investing? What can I do to help you clarify this? So leave a comment below with your answer and I'll be sure to follow up with you. Now, time to go play. See ya. And if you enjoyed this video and you think it was valuable in teaching you more about becoming a ruler of your financial future, then just subscribe to this channel and like the video, and then please just share it with your friends or anybody else that might benefit from this information. We'd really appreciate the help in getting this revolution going.